Alright. Alright, this is Terra's kitchen. The first delivery has showed up. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of Blue Carrot, Happy Fresh, Blue Apron, and Terra's kitchen. This is the first one, and we go ahead and set this down, open it up, get a look at the contents, and then I'll take some pictures of what we cook and we'll rate it. And at the very end of the video, we'll do a side-by-side comparison of what each meal cost and what it tasted like and what our impressions were. It looks like this is sealed up so that I know nobody's been into it in the shipping process. Alright, so this is a refrigerated container that they send everything in, and we've got our recipes, and when we're done with this, we take the shipping label off and put this back out on the porch, and they will pick the shipping container back up after we have emptied it of all the contents. You want to come help me? Come here. You take these things and just set them over there on the table. I've got some cooler packs in here. Grab this stuff and take it on over. Grab what you can and take it on over. Looks like we've got the chicken, and they're in plastic bags inside the containers. Apple chicken walnut salad. Kind of interesting, all in one container. It could be taken to work as a lunch. That was one of the add-ons that after we picked the meals that we wanted and put them in here, there were some extra empty spots and you can fill them up with other things. So I picked a salad that looks like it's got everything in there. Dressing, feta cheese, everything to be a little little kind of walnut salad that you can take from the house, take it to work, and have it all packaged up and ready to go. Don't overdo it. Here, take this one.
Okay.
Leave those. There you go. Little at a time. Lots of mushrooms. Even more mushrooms. Okay.
How much mushrooms?
That's a lot of mushrooms. We don't normally eat many mushrooms. This will be something different.
I can do this.
Yeah, take them on over.
I didn't know I could take fruit.
And the small thing mushrooms.
I
You
didn't
can
know
take
I
grabbing mushrooms as a whole meal.
I didn't know I could take. Mushrooms.
I know, right? Okay. They those have lids on them. Take it on over. Alright, so we're moving all this to the kitchen, and then we will take the cooler, put it back outside, and this evening we will cook up one of these meals. Today is Thursday, and that's when our stuff showed up. We have another delivery coming on Saturday and then one on Tuesday. So we're going to be pretty quick about cooking these meals and doing a turnaround on a video and give you a comparison of what all we've cooked and how it tasted, how much it cost, and if we are going to plan on sticking with one of these or not. I will say from the get-go, as far as comparing this to grocery shopping, most of these places have deep discounts on your first order just to get you to try it, and so it's well worth trying it. This was 50% off of our first order through Terra's Kitchen, so I don't know if everybody gets that offer. They emailed me a offer a couple of days after I started looking at it, put my email address in. I didn't sign up for it until a couple of days later, and in that time they had sent me an email with a 50% off offer, so that may be worthy to sign up, look around, check their menus, and decide maybe a couple weeks out of a meal that you like that you want to start with, and by that time you may end up with a discount coupon. All right. Here is Hello Fresh. Come on, a bit closer. So packaged a bit different than our Terra's Kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and pull the contents out and we'll take a look at it. Looks like I have a helper.
Oh, Fluffy. I'll go get Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy.
Alright. So packaged a little different, but the meats are definitely cold. The ice is still frozen. They haven't done a bad job of that. Looks like our boxes are labeled for the meals that we'll be cooking. And we did have one, looks like one box here has been damaged slightly. But we will we'll cook one of those up this evening and take a couple pictures. Purple Carrot shows up tomorrow, and we'll take a look at them as well. All right, Purple Carrot has showed up today, and we're going to open this up and take a peek. Okay, the bag they've sent is got sticky on it. That is stuck to all the produce bags, so we've got some that are not going to seal up now. Purple Carrot looks a bit more just tossed in here. So it looks like some of them are packaged, so that you know what meal it goes with. And we've got a lot of spare vegetables just laying around. So we get those made up, a couple of meals, and we'll take some pictures and let you see what those look like. Okay, so our last box has shown up, and this is Blue Apron. And I've cut the tape, and opening the box right on top, we've got our menus for the meals that we've ordered, and some information about Blue Apron. Opening up the box here, give you kind of a comparison, get you a closer look. So all the food is just sort of placed in here, not really divided up by which meal we've got. Just sort of haphazard. Looks like the fresh produce is on top. You can get some ice packs. We got our meat, our potatoes, and maybe our seasoning. Yeah, seasoning packs here. So we're going to go ahead and get this in the refrigerator and take out what we're ordering, what we're going to cook today from what we've ordered. And we'll take some pictures and get back with you in a bit. Okay, looking at the table in front of us, this is representative of our experiences with these companies. For the most part, we ordered 2 weeks worth of meals. Some of them were 3 meals, some of them were 2 meals, but we took an average kind of multiple meals to get these scores. And in most cases, multiple deliveries to see if it was any better or worse. Going across from the top, Terra's Kitchen had a great selection. You were given 5 or 6 different meals to choose from that week. And then you could have add-ins as well, where they had salads and other things so that you could fill up all the slots in your box. Their boxes were coolers that had the different trays in them. Packaging was absolutely wonderful. The freezer packets were kept separate from the vegetables, so you didn't have anything burning. All of the menu items were peeled and diced and cut, and everything was ready to go. Gave you the quickest prep times on your meals, but you paid more for that service. So their average price was $12, a little over $12. Customer service was great when we called them. They had a phone app. They gave you menu cards if you didn't want to use your phone in prepping the meal. You had the menu cards in the box ready to go. And on the very first order, you do get 50% off. And they had a couple of different offers. But if you signed up for the service, didn't place an order, they eventually emailed the 50% off coupon. So if price isn't an option, Terra's Kitchen was the best way to make a great meal the quickest. HelloFresh did a decent job. You didn't have quite as large of a selection week to week. Their packaging is where they really came into having an issue. So their freezer packs were coming into contact with some of the vegetables. A couple of pieces of corrugated cardboard would have stopped that. We've ordered from them twice, but that was the problem. Some of the mixed green salad things came into contact with those frozen blocks, those frozen freezer packs, and it damaged the greens. They got slimy and nasty. So we didn't use them in making our meal. They had paper copies in with their boxes about how to make the meal. They had a phone app where you could get the instructions, watch little videos that go with it. And they were about $9.99 a meal, where there was some variability in there. Purple Carrot probably ranked the lowest in my score across the board. They were about $9.25 per meal, but it was the vegetable meals, which in my book says it should be cheaper. The vegetables were not peeled, cut, diced, sliced, packaged, as well as Terra's Kitchen. They came in as the vegetables, and you were expected to prep everything. And some of their prep times on their meals went for 45 minutes to an hour to make a meal that just wasn't that great. We did white bean subs one day with that company, and
The marinara and the sandwiches were great, but the white beans just did not go with the marinara sub. They should have used something more like falafel. So between the damage and their lack of variety, didn't score them all that well. They don't have a phone app, and in one of the boxes that we had, they also didn't have the menu cards, so we had to get back online to find out what they were wanting us to cook and what all the ingredients were for that particular meal. Blue Apron had probably the largest selection. They were as big or bigger in their selection each week as Terra's Kitchen. A lot of different meals to choose from. You found two, or in the order that we were doing, you found two. If we could have done 4 meals, but you choose the meals that you wanted and had them sent to you. The packaging was decent. It wasn't as expensive or as fancy as Terra's Kitchen, but they put some corrugated cardboard in between the layers of things, and they kept things separated, so we didn't have any freezer damage to any of our stuff. They have the phone app. They have the cards in there as well. Best price and best value. So when we went through these, I also went to the grocery store and priced out what it would cost to buy the ingredients. And by far, what Blue Apron was doing was right on the money.